Welcome to the Raising Confident Girls podcast, your guide to raising strong, confident daughters. I'm Melissa Jones, the founder of Girls Positivity Club and a teacher for over 20 years. In a world where girls often feel overwhelmed, anxious, and confused, this podcast is your go-to space. As caregivers, we navigate challenges together. I founded Girls Positivity Club to provide a place where you belong and get the tools to face today's hurdles. Consider this your regular check-in with a trusted friend, offering insights and practical tips for meaningful conversations. I'm here to help you feel confident on this journey of raising a generation of empowered girls. Let's dive in and raise those confident girls together. Hey everybody, it's Melissa. Can I ask you something today? Because I have a feeling there's a question a lot of moms quietly carry. Have you ever laid in bed after your daughter was asleep and quietly wondered, am I doing enough? Not because you're trying to be perfect. I think most of us already know we aren't. I mean, am I giving her what she really needs? Did I handle that conversation the right way? Should I have spent more time with her today? Will she remember how deeply she's loved? Am I preparing her for the world? I have a feeling every mom listening has asked herself some version of those questions. And lately, I've been thinking about them too. But maybe we've been measuring the wrong things. A few days ago, I got away for a couple of days with my mom. We don't get that kind of uninterrupted time together very often anymore. We talked in the car for hours. We had some incredible meals together. We wandered through the most amazing flea market. We even saw a musical. And it was one of those trips where I found myself slowing down and simply enjoying being with her. And somewhere during one of our conversations, she said something I haven't been able to stop thinking about. She told me that when I was growing up, especially during some of the years where I struggled, she used to wonder if she'd done enough. When she said that, I just looked at her. Because after everything I've experienced, I wish she could see what I see now. And then I found myself wondering how many moms listening have carried that same question. Maybe you've never said it out loud. Maybe nobody even knows you've been carrying it. But maybe you've quietly wondered, am I missing something? Should I be doing more? Will she remember what really matters? If you've ever had those thoughts, I hope this takes just a little weight off your shoulders today. Because when my mom said those words, I realized something. We spend so much time measuring ourselves by the conversations we wish we'd handled differently, the moments we lost our patience, the days we felt distracted, the things we wish we could do over. But maybe we've been measuring the wrong things. If you've listened to this podcast for very long, you know I wasn't one of those girls who always felt like I belonged. There were years when I wondered if I was enough. But I never wondered if my mom loved me. And those are two very different things. I struggled with friendships. I questioned myself. There were seasons that felt really hard. Those struggles were real. But underneath all of that, I always knew someone was in my corner. Someone believed in me. Someone loved me. And I think that's one of the greatest gifts a parent can give. Not a childhood without disappointment, not a life without hard days, but the confidence that no matter what happens, there is always someone in your corner. In a few weeks, a book will be released that includes a chapter I wrote about why this work means so much to me. And writing that chapter meant revisiting so many memories from my own childhood, some joyful, some painful, some I hadn't thought about in years. And as I reflected on those years, one realization kept coming back to me. Can I tell you something I've noticed after working with girls since 1998? And that sounds so crazy to think about, but I was only 20 years old when I started really working with girls. The girls who grow into resilient young women aren't the girls with perfect childhoods. They aren't the girls who never struggled. They aren't the girls who were always included. They're the girls who knew, even during those hard seasons, they weren't alone. That realization has completely changed the way I think about motherhood, because as moms, we spend so much time wondering if we're giving our daughters or our kids enough. But maybe the things that shape them most are the things we aren't even measuring. The bedtime conversations, the ride home from dance, the hug before school, the apology after a hard day, the ordinary dinner around the table, the grocery store trip where she suddenly starts talking, the way you keep showing up day after day, even when you're tired. Those moments don't usually feel extraordinary while we're living them, because they even feel invisible. But I don't think they are. I think they're quietly becoming the foundation your daughter will stand on someday. And here's something else I've been thinking about. The things you probably don't even remember doing may be the very things she'll never forget. The way you looked up when she walked in the room. The way you sat beside her when she was disappointed. The way you kept showing up to the games, the concerts, the performances, even when life felt busy. The ordinary moments have a way of becoming extraordinary years later. So today, if you've been wondering whether you're doing enough, maybe you've been measuring the wrong things. Maybe it isn't about having the perfect response, the perfect summer, the perfect schedule, the perfect childhood. Maybe it's about something much quieter. Showing up, listening, trying again tomorrow. Being someone your daughter can always come home to, years from now. She probably won't remember every lunch you packed. She won't remember every conversation, word for word. She won't remember every bedtime routine or every car ride. But I have a feeling she'll remember something much bigger. She'll remember what it felt like to grow up loved. She'll remember who believed in her, who kept showing up, who listened, who apologized, who kept trying. And maybe that's what she's been measuring all along. So if you're carrying the weight of wondering whether you're doing enough, I hope you'll set just a little of that weight down today. Because the things that shape our daughters most are often the things we don't even realize we're giving them. Not because we're perfect, but because we love them. And sometimes love looks a lot more ordinary than we expect. I hope this encouraged your heart today, and I'll talk to you next week. Thanks for joining another empowering episode of the Raising Confident Girls podcast. Share today's insights with caregivers and friends, building beautiful relationships with strong girls. Hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. We're not just a podcast, we're a community. Follow Girls Positivity Club on social media for more empowering content on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. This podcast empowers you, supporting incredible girls. Let's create strong, beautiful relationships with the girls in our lives. I appreciate you listening today. Stay confident, stay connected. Until next time, keep raising those confident girls. You've got this.